All right, D23, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start off with a Vision Quest.
Okay.
We got a trailer for Vision Quest that it has been released and everything like that. And what are your thoughts on the Vision Quest trailer? You are a huge James Spader Ultron guy, so I imagine you are thrilled.
Yeah, I'm happy just because, like, when they brought him out, I was just like, talk.
Yeah, you just said that.
Everyone else shut up and let him talk into the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else in the stadium be quiet so it can enter my ear holes.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to him talk is one of my favorite pastimes.
Mm.
So him being in the show is great. It looks so interesting. It seems... one of the other things at D23, I interviewed Assad Ayez, who's like CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. He's like second in command at Disney, and he did some Disney trivia. Go check out that video. I think it's posted. Blow that up. That'd be nice, because he's got a lot of connects.
Mm-hmm.
He was a great guy. He knew what he was talking about. He seemed very excited for Vision Quest. When we had Brad Winderbaum on, he seemed very excited for Vision Quest.
Yep.
So their excitement makes me a little bit excited. It makes you ask a lot of questions. The trailer was good. It made me intrigued. I still don't know what they're doing. You know, it's Vision grappling with questions about life and what makes you human, and Ultron's in there. It is weird that Ultron is now a human, and it's James Spader with like a giant beard, and he looks like a frizzled scientist that's like an old, like, mad scientist. That's kind of how he looks like. So I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe Ultron will show up.
Well, we do see Ultron briefly in the trailer.
Like, very little.
The CGI character of him.
Right.
But it was so interesting, because I was wondering how they were going to do that, where the humans were going to be the humans, because Jarvis is in it, and Friday is in it as humans.
Yeah.
But it's a digital world. This is happening in Vision's mind.
Yeah.
That's the explanation for this. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's because
very WandaVision.
His, like, human form, he's working at like a bar or something, and then he like goes in the closet and like goes home in his mind to this house that he's created, and then like he has a son or whatever, and he's figuring it out. It could be really good. It could be really confusing and just weird.
Yep.
But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think that's really, really cool. So I'm excited for that. We did get a trailer and some announcements. Hayden Christensen, Rosario Dawson, and Ahmad Fondi came out for Ahsoka Season 2, along with Big Boss Dave Filoni. What did you think of the Ahsoka trailer, Andrew?
I mean, the longer I sit with Ahsoka Season 1, the lower I am on it.
Yeah. Have you watched clips from it recently?
I've seen a couple.
Every lightsaber fight, I'm like, wow, I do not remember this being that bad.
Yeah. It's obviously not the worst Star Wars show, and overall I liked it when I first watched it. I think the longer I've sat with it, it's just kind of been like, yeah, the Clone Wars flashbacks were interesting, and maybe it's because it was surrounded by some other Star Wars crap that just was way worse, that I was happy with Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I still think I like it, but like I was saying earlier, my anticipation for Season 2 is just lower on the list of all the other things I'm anticipating because of my feelings for Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just look at Season 2 by itself, the trailer looked really good. I think it looked better. I think the characters kind of looked better. It looked more epic, like the fights in space and everything. Again, I'm also not a Rebels guy. So I know it was a lot lower for me because of that. I mean, Luke, his favorite character in Star Wars is Ahsoka. His favorite show is Rebels. So of course he's going to like Ahsoka. And I totally understand that. I'm so happy for him. But the trailer looked good. I will probably still watch it. I'm just not, like, jazzed about it, if that makes sense.
100% makes sense.
Personally.
There's things about the trailer that I am not jazzed about. It is still Ahsoka's show, and we got to figure out how to get her back to our galaxy, because she's not currently in our galaxy at the start of Season 2 of Ahsoka. But everything that didn't have to do with Ahsoka looked spectacular in that trailer for me. The space battles looked enormous, or space battle, we don't know. And the idea of Thrawn going up against a Prime Admiral Akbar and the Rebellion being the New Republic sounds incredible. I think that I don't think I loved his performance in Ahsoka Season 1, but I love that actor as Thrawn because he is the voice of him in Rebels. Correct. So, and I think he looks better in this trailer.
Yeah.
I think they figured out the makeup a little bit more. He was looking a little wooden in Season 1 versus this. I mean, Ezra getting in that ship and going to I mean, that sounds awesome. I'm imagining a space battle with Hera, with Chopper in the back. I'm super excited about that. all of that stuff, I was like, wow, that they keep saying that like they raise everything is bigger in season 2.
Yeah.
That felt like that. And then I will say, I wasn't a huge fan of Hayden Christensen's inclusion in the Clone Wars flashbacks in season 1. I thought that was a little heavy-handed, a little jangling tease. They are recreating. I mean, they're in their snow outfits, which is from an early arc in the Clone Wars or an early couple of episodes. But they're fighting somebody with like a Darth Maul lightsaber, but it's also got a blade in the middle. How the hell is that practical? That doesn't make any sense.
I think it's just like a big
mind.
staff. That's how I'm viewing it.
Sure, we'll see. I'm sure that fight will look good. Ariana Greenblatt looks way better as Ahsoka in that shot than she did, and I feel the same way about Hayden. They kind of made him look younger, which they didn't really do in Ahsoka. But I'm thrilled about that. It seems that Hayden's going to be a big fucking part of this season for him to have been brought out. It's Ezra, Ahsoka, and then Anakin, so I assume his ghost will be with her most of the season. Kind of a issue I have with continuity. Why aren't you taking care of your kids, Anakin? You're with Ahsoka the whole time. Maybe Luke's kind of trying to raise a Jedi Order. Maybe give him some advice, because as of right now, it seems that we don't know any of that.
Yeah.
But so that's interesting. But so I'm not thrilled about more Clone Wars stuff, but it looks good. It looks very good.
Yeah, some of the planets and stuff look good too.
So just want to say, like, I'm excited. I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm gonna watch everything they put out. So I'm definitely watching. And then the last,
Speaking of Star Wars,
thank you.
Starfighter, we got a trailer. Ryan Gosling came out.
That trailer was not released to the public.
Really?
Yes. So we have
can
that,
talk about
but they don't have it. Yes, we can talk about it.
Interesting. Well,
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure plenty of people are recording it if you want to see a version of it, but we did not. We saw a trailer for Starfighter, the Ryan Gosling Star Wars movie,
Directed by Sean Levy, comes out in May of next year.
Didn't show it too much. It's a teaser. I mean, you get a little conversation between two characters, and then you get some flying in space, because obviously that's kind of what it's about. They talk about it's the fastest ship in the galaxy. Like that's what they're talking about. I find that interesting. What did you think?
I'll talk about positives first. We've given Ryan Gosling yet another cool jacket. Thank God. Ryan Gosling should always be in a cool jacket. And have you seen it? It is a skull and crossbones, but it is the rebellion symbol, the Jedi symbol, upside down, is the head with the eyes. I think that is so cool, so creative. Great work. Whoever
The
designed
logo looking thing looked freaking sick.
that is very
When he put the
cool.
jacket on and turned around, we were like, oh, that's tough.
But then when we got a closer look and it was that symbol turned up, I was like, oh, that's great.
And Ryan Gosling looks good in anything.
I think everything in the trailer looks really good. Yeah.
You can move on.
Everything in the trailer looks really good. Like the effects and everything, all the ship stuff looked good. There were some really cool looking planets. But we only do see two characters in the trailer. And they're the only characters we see interact in the trailer and this and that. And it is Ryan Gosling. And it is another kid. And the lines in the trailer are literally like, no, you can't touch that. And it's like, we have done that. And I know I've beaten this dead horse, but I think I would be so much more excited about this project if it wasn't this again. But I've said it to death on this podcast that it feels like Star Wars is only capable of making that story now.
I thought that was going to help you.
Why?
Because I think that dynamic was completely different than Leon the Professional or Mandalorian or like...
No, it's the same as Bad Batch, and it's the same as Skeleton Crew, and it's the same a little bit as Mando. Just because
there's a kid in it?
Because it's violent past, guy with like they're coming out and they're like, Ryan Gosling's character Cade Oberon, he was born on the wrong side of the galaxy. Okay, that's all of those guys. And then it's the kid being annoying where he's like, hey, can I drive that? And he's like, no. Like, okay, same thing. And then the only other shot we see in the trailer, every shot we see in the trailer with Ryan Gosling, other than him actually in the cockpit of the ship, is with the kid. So we know the kid's going to be a main character. And like them in the water planet and this and that. But then we see a shot of like the kid running off of a thing and going, and he's got to be caught by Ryan Gosling. That's something we've seen a million times in Star Wars at this point.
I don't know. I think you're kind of just saying like there's a guy and a kid, and it's like everything else. I mean, if it was like Mandalorian or Grogu or some of these other things that you're having a problem with, because I agreed with you that, you know, the rugged guy finds kid helps him, be softer and now he cares about them. It felt like the relationship was completely different. It felt like this was just like his cousin or son or someone that he's known for a long time, and they just know each other. But it wasn't like this kid is going to change this guy's heart, or like that's the plot. It just seemed like they were two characters and one of them happened to be a kid.
Yeah, no, I think that's 100. We
Yeah, I mean, it still
like
could
you
be,
said, we saw barely any of the movie.
Yeah.
And that scene is exactly what I was afraid of, where it was like the kid is in his life and he wants to do stuff with him, and he's like, no. And by the end of the movie, he's going to warm up to him enough. It's all of these movies. It's Bad Batch is exactly that. Skeleton Crew, even though Jude Law is still the villain at the end, is exactly that.
But in all those, like,
Mando is exactly that. Obi-Wan is exactly that. It's so much Disney Star Wars is that.
all of those examples you gave, except maybe Obi-Wan, were them discovering the child and then developing a relationship with them, not them just like just knowing each other already. I'm not saying that's what the movie's going to be, but I think that's completely.
I think this is like semantics. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't care how the kid is met. The kid is clearly a huge part of the movie, and
yeah, but you don't know the plot of that yet. If it was him discovering him and then being like, oh, and changing his ways for this kid, I would agree a little bit more. But you don't know that's the plot of the movie.
But we don't know that he hasn't been discovered, by the way.
Sure, but that scene definitely pointed more towards my way of thinking, in my opinion.
Okay, so you think the movie the entire time is just going to be Ryan Gosling and the kid, and it's
I think it could be like a buddy cop movie, but one of them just happens to be a kid. And I do think that's different. But I understand what you're saying. Like, yes, it's an old rough and tough guy, and then with a kid. But I also don't necessarily think it's the same plot as Mandalorian and Grogu. I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, that's a little bit better than I thought it was going to be.
We'll see. We have to know more, obviously, but at the end of the day, I'm just kind of tired of a kid's probably going to hold this guy back. Like, that's a plot point I'm bothered by as well. And that is the one clip we see where he's got to catch him. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? We can't have a Star Wars badass anymore. They have to always be accompanied by a child who's going to get kidnapped or something like that. Like,
Ahsoka doesn't have that. Maul didn't have that.
Thank God. Maul does have that.
Because there's an apprentice in it at all. She was holding her own. Like, that's not nowhere near Baby Yoda.
But it's another kid. Let's do a Star Wars project without a fucking kid, please.
Okay, well, if that's your problem, yeah, I understand. I'm not saying it's completely different. Yes, there's still a kid in it, for sure.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was like, oh, that dialogue is very different than the dialogue we would have gotten in a story that's similar to Mandalorian and Grogu. I thought.
I didn't think that at all. I thought it was the same thing. It's the kid wants to drive the ship. Baby Yoda's always trying to press buttons.
Yeah, I thought that was more just like them focusing on how cool the ship was. There wasn't like, I don't know.
We'll see.
It could still suck. Or it could be peak.
Any other D23 you want to cover?
I mean, there's a bunch of Disney stuff.
Please.
Yeah, so you want so Pixar, they hit us with Ghost House and Gato. Gato's been announced for a while, but
it comes out like this year or next year.
Yeah, but they showed us a clip. I don't know if they released that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they announced the new movie, which is Ghost House. Gato seems like it sucks. Ghost House doesn't.
What did you feel like sucked about Ghost House?
You got it mixed.
Gato.
Yeah.
But I meant that.
Yeah,
what did you think sucked about Gato? Looks good.
I'm still overall excited for Gato because I think the setting and the animation and the cat and some of the marketing has been interesting. And I was really excited when they were like, oh, we're going to show you a clip. I was like, oh, this is one of my most anticipated like Disney like animated projects. Like,
sure.
I'm really excited about this. And then I watched the clip and that clip was not funny. That clip sucked. The whole pigeon thing?
I had trouble understanding them, which bothered me.
Well, that's just because we're in the stadium. I think the audio will be a lot better.
Sure.
Obviously, they have accents and stuff. Plus, the audio in the stadium was like whenever there was dialogue, it was kind of hard to understand. Mm-hmm. But the whole, I'm gonna get this violin. You need my help. This pigeon. They're trying to make this pigeon really, really freaking funny. And then the whole bit was him just flying into a sign. I was like, this is the best clip you got. Shows the structure of the movie. The whole like it's a mob boss as a cat.
Yes,
All that's
I
good.
love that.
So when they were describing the plot and they were showing the animation before they showed the clip, I was all on board. But then they showed us the clip. I was like, that clip was I was not entertained by that clip.
Okay,
I was waiting for the clip to end.
interesting. I fucking love the animation style.
Yeah, again.
Oh, I love it.
But did you like the clip?
No, I didn't care that much for it.
Exactly.
But out of context, we don't know. Like maybe that's the most stressful scene in the movie based on how it gets built up.
Well, here's what I'll say. They showed us about 30 seconds of Ghost House, and it was funnier and more entertaining than the 3 minutes of Gato that they showed us.
I loved what they showed us of Ghost House.
Ghost House was kind of
Is that
funny.
what it's called? Ghost House? Ghost Shack? We know
Ghost Market?
Yeah, that sounds.
Sorry, did I write it down wrong?
Ghost Pixar movie.
Ghost Market.
Okay, yeah.
My bad.
I was like, Ghost House does not sound correct, but Ghost Market looked
Good
wonderful.
Good call.
I loved what I thought.
The
it was,
dialogue, the voice acting, the dialogue, it just sounded natural. The Apple Pay joke was funny. Again, that's the rest of the movie could suck, but from what we've seen so far, the clip of Gato and Ghost House, this one entertained me more. That makes
Ghost
sense?
House felt the Ghost Market.
Frick.
Ghost Market felt a lot like Win or Lose, which I appreciated as a big Win or Lose gal
Sure.
myself. And then the big one.
Well, we got two, brother.
Hey.
Nope. Not yet. Nope. There it is.
Coco 2.
Coco 2. Miguel's looking nice with the fade, bro. They showed us a picture of him, bro. He looks good.
He looks exactly like my brother.
Dude, he got his hands in his pocket. He's like leaning back like he knows like he's cool now.
He's top dog.
Yeah, he's got a guitar. He's getting the lady, bro. It was, yeah. So how are you feeling about Coco 2 as Mr.
They did show us a picture of him and Skeleton Mama Coco embracing, and that's gonna wreck me. I got a little teary-eyed when I looked at that.
I can't wait for the review.
That's gonna wreck me. But I mean, Toy Story 5 wrecked me, so of course that's gonna wreck me.
Yeah.
I can't even talk about Coco 2. I can't even talk about Coco 1 without crying. A lot of people were disappointed that they're bringing back Ernesto de la Cruz. I don't mind that he's not dead, because you dropped a bill on him again, but like, he's a skeleton, so like, he probably can't die. And you were like, oh, but they forgot him. But no, they don't. They hate him because it like came out the real story about him. But he's still like known.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
I knew he wasn't going to die. Like literally, I think one of the last shots of the movie is his grave, and it's like got graffiti over it. And somebody like throws a rock through the window, and they're like, "Forget you!" And like it's a cute moment, but he's still alive for sure. Okay. And I think that's really cool. This awful, awful person, one of the most evil Pixar villains we have. I think it's Syndrome, and then Ernesto de la Cruz. Charles Muntz is up there. Some of the Cars 2 villains, honestly, are up
Charles Muntz
there.
was just murdering people.
I know. But same with Ernesto de la Cruz, but he murders his boy.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. What if I murdered you?
I'd be effed up.
You'd be effed up. Et tu, Brute? Come on. Julius Caesar? Come on. Sure. But I think that's really cool that he figured out a way to get Miguel back. I think that's awesome.
And they've got a Kingdom Hearts going to the land of the dead, and I know a lot of people are excited about Kingdom Hearts. They got a Kingdom Hearts series, they had a Kingdom Hearts game, and the game takes place in between Coco 1 and Coco 2. So that looks interesting. I've never played the Kingdom Hearts game. I kind of want to now.
People freaked out at the Kingdom Hearts stuff.
It's like that fan base is nuts. So I might stream that. But they had. Okay, then we get Incredibles 3. They showed us a little bit of that. I mean, they didn't show us any of the footage. No, they showed us Simpsons footage. That's the one that was undone.
Bob is washed.
You think Bob's washed?
The one picture they showed us of him, he looked fucked up.
Because what do they mention?
This movie will be about
the kids. They're focusing on the kids. They did the Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, and now it's the kids. I think that's cool. I think that's a fine progression, especially now they announced that, they've got hero organizations now. It's like My Hero Academia, where it's like you've got professionals and it's all about marketing and branding, and you're a hero now. And the kids are trying to prove that they're ready for that and go out and fight crime when they shouldn't be, and the parents are trying to deal with that. I think it'll be interesting. And I like that both in Frozen 3, the trailer, and in Incredibles 3 information, it seems like we have very clear and cool villains.
I like this take a lot from you.
Because they don't really show much of the villain. They show like an outline or like a drawing
They
of
look tough.
but they clearly say like they're gonna have to go up against this guy. And
The strongest force they've ever fought against.
yes, and so we had Syndrome, we had Screen Slaver, we've got this. Every Incredibles movie has a villain. That's great. We like that. And in Incredibles 3, which we'll talk about more in a second, there seemed to be a villain at the end, which is great. You want to go into it?
You looked a lot like Executioner from X-Men. Like it was kind of like a vulture design.
Yeah.
But it looked really cool.
Looked cool.
What they showed us, and I agree with you about Frozen.
So, Frozen 3.
Are you not upset that it's not a time jump for Incredibles 3?
I would have thought that would have been cool. I would have liked to see like a teenage Jack or whatever, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. If they think they can do something to round out this trilogy,
I'm
and
just checking in.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't jump between 1 and 2, so you're gonna jump between 2 and 3. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. As long as you make it good.
Sure.
Frozen 3 at D23, really quick. There was a snafu during
It was really funny.
the presentation.
The way they handled it was
So,
excellent.
it was excellent. I wanted to like just give Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell like props for being awesome because number one, it just showed how. So what happened is everything went silent for a second. They played like the first 15 seconds of the song. Nothing happened. It cut out, and the doors open, and then they walk out, and then Kristen's like,
I can't hear it.
Can I get the song in my freaking ear? And then it starts, and then they're singing it, and they're holding hands. They nail the song. They immediately, as soon as they start singing, you're like, okay, well, they're better singers than anyone who's sang the rest of the presentation. They're amazing. And apparently, like, Indina was like having to squeeze her hand on beat, and they were staying on track with the lyrics and everything. And apparently, there's a line in the song where they say the ice splits or it splits the ice, and like that's when the doors are supposed to open. They're supposed to walk out. So both on how good they were at singing, how they stayed on beat, like the jokes that they were making about it, I thought they all did an amazing job. And then Josh Gad comes out. He's obviously entertaining.
Hilarious.
So they showed us, it was just a clip. It wasn't even really a trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Animation looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Villain in there, that's great.
It looked cool.
Characters seem so perfect. All the characters seem very much in characters. Finn, Kristoff, Elsa, Anna, all of them. And then, what was it, like a 2-minute clip, 3-minute clip? Olaf made me laugh out loud 3 times. So, I'm very excited. I think it could be just as good as the other two. Obviously, we gotta wait. But Olaf with his I caught the bouquet thing, and when he walked up, what did he say? It was really funny. He's in a little suit and tux. There's a wedding happening for a couple of characters, maybe. So the fact that Olaf made me laugh 3 times in a clip made me very excited for the movie.
Anna's still bad. Thank God. That was a priority for me, personally.
Elsa's not?
Elsa's bad as hell. But, like, I'm more of an Anna guy personally. I've always kind of had a little
I'm
crush on
more of an Anna guy.
I remember in 2014 seeing that movie in theaters being like, she's bad as hell.
She's the most gorgeous woman ever. But Elsa, when she's doing this,
Yeah, absolutely.
and she's changing their outfit,
No, I'm with you. But
and their outfits, they all look good.
I agree. But so this is what I'm saying, double
And give me a second.
Mm.
I think there might be some varang action happening because
I think so.
I think the villain might be smoking
From what we saw,
because we just kind of see like her leg,
but it was a good leg.
and she like caught something and crushed it, and it was like,
And it was a cool ice evil monster cape. You know, I'm a big cape guy. We'll get into some capes in a minute.
so. Frozen 3 looks good, and the song they sang was great too.
Yeah. They said
And
it was a new song. I could have sworn that's a song from.
Olaf sang a whole song about Samantha,
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
It's fucking.
Great callback. He's in the forest. He goes, Samantha? I don't even know a Samantha. It's a callback to that line from Frozen 2.
See, I haven't seen Frozen 2, my brother.
Oh my gosh, it's the funniest line in the movie. He's like, Anna, Elsa, Samantha. I don't even know a Samantha. So
That's funny.
now they've created a whole girlfriend for him, and her name's Samantha. That's hilarious.
That's funny. And it was a very funny song.
So Josh Gad in person's making me laugh. Olaf in the movie's making me laugh.
Olaf is a very strong side character.
Yeah.
He is.
because they ran up on the bridge and Olaf said something. I was like, that's freaking hilarious.
All right. We're moving on to the big stuff.
No, we're not.
Okay. What do you got for me?
Lion looks amazing. It's a National Geographic.
You got way more to say about this than me, and I have to piss so fucking bad. You take it. Go.
Lion is a national. It sounds stupid. It's a National Geographic documentary, and they just filmed lions. Okay, now I need you to stay with me because it looked awesome. Jon Favreau's involved. For you nerds, I can get you nerds with that. But they just followed this like lion cub for like 4 years and followed him grow up, and the shots looked amazing, and it's dropping in a couple months, and I legitimately wanted to have a watch party for it. So I'm excited for that. Also, Oswald is getting a new thing. Oswald is the original Disney character before Mickey Mouse, and then they had to move away from him because of rights or something, and then he made Mickey Mouse, and now Oswald is back. And he's getting, it's like a Roger Rabbit thing where he's in the real world, kind of walking around. Apparently he walks down Main Street. The clip they showed us is him walking around Walt Disney's office now, like in the museum. So I'm interested to see that because Oswald's getting some love, and I like that. I like that a lot. Now we're going to go to Doomsday, and we're going to talk about it all without Alex, and we're going to do the X-Men casting. We're going to do everything. We're going to talk about the Doomsday trailer. We're going to talk about Kevin Feige's hat. We're going to talk about Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, leaked photos. We're going to talk about all that. And you're going to get some wonderful, amazing opinions without any stupid bullcrap getting thrown in. And it's just going to be nice and relaxing. It's going to be a good time.
Stop!
What's up? I was telling them we were waiting for you, and we're excited to have you back.
No, you were not.
I was too. That's the soundproof door. You can't hear anything I'm saying.
All right, now we hopping into big
How
stuff.
was the pee? Did it hurt because your penis is snapped in half?
Nice. Very nice thing to say to your good friend.
I was checking in on you.
No, you were not.
Yeah, it was. Did it hurt?
Yeah, it's always painful.
I will ask it again. Do you want me to
No.
kiss it better?
I'm good, I think.
Okay, well then don't ever complain.